Glide. I'll go water skip just for a little bit less risky ground play. And I think it can make it on an air shot. Well, the air shot is sketchy. All right, here we go. Jumping to the next multiplayer right away. We got Dennis the Menace, Curly Red, and Drought. 25. Let's see what we can do. Lakeside with some ace potential on 1 and 2. Nokia in the middle. And then Windswept Field, see if we can close it out strong. Lakeside 1. I take the Water Skip Sapphire here. And it's usually, what just flew out of there? What the heck? What was that effect? Is that a Dennis the Menace disc? I gotta see. This is a little bit short. What did Dennis throw? That had some like wild trail coming out of it. I am going to go look right now. Dennis the Menace threw. Oh, the ghost. See that Skip Mandel. The ghost from the Halloween pack. Lakeside 4 is just about getting across. I get the roll ride down low. Don't want to come anywhere near hitting those sails. And I just want to get across to make sure I get my albatross. Safely across is a safe albatross. Oh, looks like Dennis stuck. Oh, he landed on the boat, which if you hit the sails, a lot of times you are going to land on that boat. But it almost was able to save the albatross. It's so dumb that this hole requires an albatross. The albatross is the expected play. It's not a par 5. Should I try Bagger's thing? I saw Bagger do this. Glide, skip, arrive. Go in. Go in. Oh, that would have been cool. I like that a lot. It's a backhand, aimed down quite a bit here. We'll get the eagle, but that was cool. I don't remember which video it was where Bagger showed himself taking that line, but I really liked it. I mean, the safe ace run is awesome. Like Heronward's 4, no reason not to run it in any wind. It's another one if you get a good wind. No reason not to. Nokia 11. We're going to glide Sapphire down here and see if we can get in safe. Oh, don't hit the stupid stakes. Not the stakes. Not the stakes, and in safe. This is where in Aaron's recent video, you saw the Fortress went long. And so the Fortress certainly has more power, or more distance, than the Sapphire. And that's an area where that distance isn't always the best thing to have. I like to go diamond here, the understable fairway, and just let that turn itself up the gap. And it's such a beautiful looking shot because it hits that gap so nice and snuggles up right next to the basket when it gets there. Anywhere you can throw a fairway driver or mid-range, I mean, I use my same philosophy I have to do in real life. Take the lowest speed disc I can throw. That's going to get me there. That handle. The Glide Sapphire. It's going to get her on the left side here. Straight up to the base. A little bit kick up. Tap it in. I used to take the right side that Bra 25 took here. It's a tighter gap. It was nice to hit it with a musket because I could go lower speed, but it was a miss. I mean, I just saw with him, a miss is kind of catastrophic if you miss the gap. I'm going to take the fuse, slide right, aim a little bit left, forehand roller, full angle, full power. This is a wonderful line from Aaron Christensen. I started taking here pretty much all the time. I think if I have a pushing wind getting me right to left, I'll just take the tempo around that corner and it'll push me all the way there. But without that pushing wind, I see no reason not to take that. I'm not going to go roll here because I don't want the roll to potentially roll OB. The water skip hit her, gets nice neutral ground play right next to the basket. I'm going to let them finish so I don't get some crazy chain reactions. And take our eagle. One more, see if we can keep it tied up with Curly Red. He just beat me in the last one. I'll go musket out here. And a sticky musket we'll get up to this base and we will be able to finish out with our birdie and the win for this one. Let's see if we're going to get curly red again and keep this thing going. Not curly red, but it is Mura 25 again. Lots of new players coming in right now. I love it as I'm working on this climb with Sunshine Glade, Ace Runs in the middle, and then Enso at the end. This is a great layout. Difficult Ace Runs, easier Ace Runs, and then Enso. So we're back on Lakeside 1 with the Water Skip Sapphire. We're going to go straight on the basket and a straight pullback. If this can fade over in time, no. Still going to be short. And going to be 51 feet. Boop. Taking that birdie. Ebru is in grip and rip. They might not be getting off the tee right away. We'll go ahead and move on here. Lakeside 4 again. We'll just take the glide roll rive. Get it across to the far green. And there we go. Basically a tap-in albatross. Again, this hole got a little more difficult when those boats went in. But this would be way better if there was like a ton of boats there and a clear albatross line. Wasn't even really a play. I think it'd be a way better hole. Okay, that's a wind that is going to push me to the right. I don't think it's going to get more distance. My typical ace line's here. I'm a little bit higher. And see if I can't get this musket to drop. Go in. Oh, still high. I thought it was going to slow down a lot more with that wind not really pushing me forward. But we'll take birdie. It looked like Brug unfortunately got a little bit of tree foliage on that throw-in. Sunshine Glade 2. Now, I was on a plane flight yesterday. I went through Sunshine Glade trying to get the all blue. I hit ace on 1, ace on 2, ace on 3, and then freaking top band on 4. And it was so close. I just gave it a tiny bit too much power on my rhythm for that throw-in on 4. And that would have been the opportunity. I decided not to go back and keep trying. It was too close, too frustrating. I think I tried one more time after that. And then as soon as I missed hole 1, I was just like, okay, I'm done with that. Yep, this is the one. I had aimed just a little bit too high. I like to take a rhythm right on the basket. And the pullback is right under this middle Wi-Fi band. That's looking good. Fade in. Yeah, there we go. There's the ace in the middle. Sunshine Glade 3. I don't really know what to make of this headwind, so I'm just gonna pretend it's not there. Oh, who got that one? Bro got that ace. And now we're gonna be short. Pretending it's not there did not work. I guess I did need to add a little bit more power to be able to make it there. But we're gonna end with Enso and have some potential big separation coming in on Enso now too. And Griffin Rip is off the first tee box. Enso 3. I'm going to take the diamond here. Oh, my finger slipped a little bit. Almost let that rip too early. I like this. There's a little bit more ground play on the right side here, usually. And that is, yes. Whoa, that was a cool throw-in. Low and full power. Look like a Stever style throw-in. We'll go 130. See if we can match that here. And that is looking good. Right in the heart of the chains. One thing I love about the diamond or the shift play off the tee here, it gets you way closer for that throw in instead of being like 150, 170 or so. If you're back against that wall, it's easy to get within 130 or even 110. You've been there. Hole 4 of Enso. I'm going to take the glide skip rive and give it the forehand right here. This is looking good if it gets a good skip. Not the best skip. Could have been better. Could have been a lot worse, though. 150 feet and a little bit uphill. This far out, I don't think the wind is going to manage to lift it off. I'll go 160 on that one. Hell, that's still really short. That's a bummer. But okay, we're keeping the lead. We just don't know what Grip and Rip is going to be doing on his way back up there. Ebrew, a little bit long, just from the drop zone here. Almost made it from the drop zone. That's a good bid. Last Enso hole. And if we can close it out. Enso 9. Glide, skip, arrive. I want this to get a little bit more ground play, so I'm going to aim a bit higher. Higher air, or bigger air time, bigger skip. Down the hill, does it work? Doesn't quite work out for me. Bro is over the top. Looks like he might be OB. No, he's not OB. So if I go OB, I lose this. If I were for that tree in the middle, I'd give this a run. So unfortunately, I'm going to take the forehand layup and just get it down here to the base. Take the win. Oh, well, still a little bit of trouble here. Let's see if I can get the tempo to go in. 67, so it would be 50 feet. Okay, finish out with the tempo and taking what is likely to be the win there. Unless Griffin Rip can take some eagles. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 3 eagles. We'll take that win by Griffin Rip. Finishing out here with Mag and No Bueno. Some great opponents. Champions Landing to start us out with MPO 24 layout. Ikigai Springs in the middle. And then closing it out with Northern Lights. Let's see if I go on Mozzie joining us. Gonna make the correction. Give this enough Anheuser angle. Well, it was not OV to the left, that's for sure. But I have a lot of distance out here I need to cover. 496. I think this needs to be glide roll. I'm worried about it taking off long once it crosses. And so I'm very glad I went roll on this. And able to save it even after the early tree. And I see everybody else going forehand there. Maybe that's the play. Maybe I gotta consider going forehand off that tee. I was trying to get all the extra distance that the backhand offered, but when I don't have it dialed in, it's not going to be worth doing. Everybody with the birdie on hole 1. Oh, this is such a fun hole. I take the glide skip paradigm off the tee. And it gets out there long and then just barely starts to fade back over. Fantastic. And what is going to be this look into the green? It is 478. I think this can be glide. I'll go water skip just for a little bit less risky ground play. And I think it can make it on an air shot and just hit that back wall. Well, the air shot is sketchy, but it made it. It made it to the top, and we are taking the tap in eagle. Fantastic. It's like Mag was a little bit off on that line. That's not drop zone, is it? No. Mag won't go to the drop zone, but it's a tough shot. I don't know where he ended up in those trees there. But Mag is up. And Mag will be taking the par here. So we get a few strokes on the card, except for Mozzie, by capitalizing on this eagle opportunity. Let's see what the diamond can do. I'm not sure what I usually do here, but I think the diamond turning over and going at it. That's nice. I love the flight to that. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I love the turnover flight of the diamond. I don't love what this does. I think, okay, I can get the fuse around. And I think I can still get this in. Wish those names went away for the putts. Okay, save that birdie, despite that wild roll with the diamond at the end of the flight. I was saying the turnover flight of the diamond is a lot of fun to use. We're going to take a little bit of power off this one, just to make sure I get the water skip. Because I try to go over so often, I just barely don't make it over. So I take a little bit off to make sure I'm low enough to get that water skip. We'll go water skip Sapphire again. This time not to get the water skip, but just to get the neutral ground play after this hits here and slides a bit closer into this basket from 27 feet. We'll have no problem knocking that in with our fuse. Next Ikigai Springs is 1. Oh, I wanted to go for it for you guys too. I wanted to, but this wind is, I can't. It's just not the smart play at all in that headwind. I just take a Sapphire, default aim off the tee, give it some hyzer. That slid out a lot further than I usually like. That orange tree I'm looking at is in front of the basket. I need to figure out the best way in here. I think it's going to be on the right side and see if I can get the Sapphire up there. On the right side, get some ground play, leaving some work. 54 feet, a little bit uphill. We'll go like 60 on this forehand, get that sway back up. Okay, able to save it. Thank goodness. That was a tricky one. Then Ikigai Spring 7. The trick with this wind is just making sure we get off the tee, get around the corner, and don't have a terrible tee shot like I may have just had. Okay, that's good actually. I don't like throwing over that rock, but thankfully I'm far enough out that I don't have to throw over it. I should make sure I make it across before I fade up here, and we do. We're across, bounce up the hillside, and this essentially means the birdie is locked in. We'll go glide Sapphire at 100 feet of distance to that power, so that 320 feet, we're throwing it, pretend it's 420. And the final throw in is with the fuse. Oh, yikes. Those chains, how it's like the double chains in that basket. It looks like one of them isn't moving every time. Or one of them doesn't move every time, so it looks like you might have missed. And it can trick you that way. 3 holes to go. Let's see if we can take the lead here. We go sticky musket, default aim. And this might have a bit of push to get there. It's close, not quite all the way there. Gonna be in for a putt. Mag is, looks like off the tree, almost into the basket. Mozzie already finished. Hole 4, I've been going with a diamond here, sliding left, and putting the bottom chevron on that tree. Give it a straight pull back. This turns over nicely and gets in kind of close here. Behind this bush is no bueno. Not that no bueno, because all of those bushes have collision. I think the Glide Sapphire is the right distance, but I don't really know how to get it aimed correctly when I have to give it that much hyzer getting around. Putting in the birdie. Mozzie got the birdie as well. Is Mag going to make a sweet throw in? Line it up. And letting it rip. No, we might have lost. Oh, there it comes. We didn't lose connection. Mag is up to the base, getting the tap in birdie. Last hole. Let's see what we can do. It is hole 2. We're just going to take the musket around the corner. Get the final birdie. And keep working our way up this ELO ladder. 71 feet. Boom. Knock it in. Mag down here as well. And we will walk away with some ELO out of this set. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, stay bogey free.